Good morning, students. Today's topic we will discuss about a quantitative study based on use of ICT in technical and vocational education by teachers in classroom of West Bengal. As we know that in vocational and technical education, teachers hardly use the use of ICT, which creates a drawback in the teaching learning process. Hence, my paper will be focusing on how to use ICT in classrooms of technical and vocational education in classroom of West Bengal. See in introduction, the explosion of information and communication technology in the last 2 decades has impacted the life of many people and the nature of jobs in all fields. West Bengal has a vision called Vision 2020 with the purpose of embracing the knowledge economy in order to become globally competitive. To be able to compete in the globalized world, West Bengal need to develop knowledge workers. Thus, in line with that vision, the Ministry of Education in West Bengal has recommended the minimum ICT skills that teachers should have in order to lead West Bengal students to compete in the global economy. Countries that are able offer high skilled workforce will be able to attract potential investment in large amount. Technical and vocational education and training has the capability of preparing high skilled workforce, and the integration of ICT in their classroom will enhance the quality of teaching in vocational and technical education graduates and will make them the most sought after, creating potential employees. Why do we use ICT in technical and vocational education? The classroom is now changing its look from the traditional one, that is the one-way or two-way communication, where we mostly focus on lecture or discussion method. Now teachers as well as students participate in classroom discussion. Now education is based on child-centric education, which earlier we focus on teacher-centric education. So the teacher should prepare to come up with different technology for using them in the classroom for making the teaching learning process more interesting. For effective implementation of certain student-centric methodologies such as project-based learning, which puts the student in the role of active researchers, and technology become the appropriate tool. ICT has enabled and swifter communication, presentation of ideas in a more effective and relevant way. Hence, we can conclude that the much more use of ICT has made learning more lucid, more accessible and more reliable in terms of content deliberation by the teachers. Recent trend in technical and vocational education based on the various changing needs of our society, now emphasis is also given to the various educational theory and educational practices. According to these theories and practices, changes are also undergo in technical and vocational education. Here we focus on the theory of self-construction of knowledge, because at present in 21st century we believe that the child should construct their own knowledge according to the vision of the new education policy 2020. It is natural that technical and vocational education must include new technology. Teachers should also know the right attitude and values beside being proficient in skills related to teaching. This language holds the view that skill should be the prime criteria in judging the knowledge. We should make a knowledge and skill-based learning community rather than only preparation of self-knowledge. As we know, the minimum requirement of any training program is that it should help the trainee to acquire the basic skills and competencies of a good teacher. Nowadays, new trend where various type of podcast, YouTube videos are being uploaded by the teacher. Even the learning management system are being uploaded by the teacher. Study materials are being given, which ensures that it provides a smooth teaching learning process. Simulated teaching, micro teaching, program instruction, team teaching are being also used in technical and vocational education. Simulated teaching means a artificial created environment is being created. Micro teaching means a small amount of topic is being deliberated by the teacher for the students in teaching learning process. Program instruction means a structured program which will be delivered by the teacher. Team teaching, the teacher will make a group and the role of teacher here is facilitator. Nowadays, action research are also implemented in technical and vocational education. Action research means the need of the hour research, where a teacher will create some new agendas, new action, new implication of knowledge in making a good sense of the society. Hence, ICT act as the gateway to the world of information and helps teachers to be updated. It creates awareness of innovative trend both in evaluation, methodology and other professional development in teachers. Like nowadays we have online refresher course, online faculty induction program, even sensitization program. All these are conducted for the professional development of teachers from school level to the higher educational level. Incorporation of ICT in technical and vocational education. How ICT is being included in our technical and vocational education. ICT incorporation is important in technical and vocational education as only teachers have the knowledge, experience, exploration power in including the knowledge-based curriculum towards the student. They are with the students at all time. They feel that students are the pioneer and the building blocks of the society. Hence, teacher should be available toward the student not only in the face-to-face mode but also in the virtual mode where knowledge can be segregated in a diverse manner. UNESCO has published a summary of case study conducted in 9 countries in different parts of the world, and most of the studies reflect the necessity of using multi-pronged strategies for technical and vocational education. This multi-pronged strategies means we are using the help of multimedia in the teaching learning process. Finally, we can conclude that a teacher must master the use of information skills of research, critical analysis, critical thinking, which revive the term learning to use to using to learn. We should not only learn, we should try to how to learn, what to learn, what are the ways to learn. This should be the prime mantra of using ICT in technical and vocational education. ICT skills and integration. ICT has become an important component of education of many nations. In some schools, ICT is being taught as a subject. ICT enhances teaching learning process. Here in this slide, I want to comment that both in school, college and university level, from humanities to science to engineering to communication, ICT can be incorporated, integrated. It can be reimbursed as a facilitator model when the teacher is absent. Even due to the changing, diversified nature of the society, ICT can be used as a complement to the teacher, not as a supplement to the teacher, because live presentation can be conducted in the classroom at the teacher's pace and the student pace without having a concrete four-wall classroom, which is very essential in teaching learning process. Moreover, the teacher and student should have a concrete connection in the ICT method. From humanities to experimentation, everything can be conducted through the use of ICT. The purpose of the study. My study is mainly conducted to find out the level of ICT skills of technical and vocational teachers. Are there any significant differences in technical and vocational teachers? To what extent classroom teaching has been integrated ICT in technical and vocational education teachers? Is there a significant relationship? And finally, what is the function of ICT regardless of gender, age and teaching facilities? Method. Data were collected from the technical and vocational teachers in West Bengal technical and vocational schools using the survey method. I have conducted this research only the government sponsored technical schools. Population and sample. The target population was the technical and vocational school teachers who were teaching engineering subject in technical and vocational school. There were 51 technical and vocational school in West Bengal with 1,756 as given by the 2016 data by the Department of Technical and Vocational Education, Government of West Bengal. Koran sample technique, which has been created in 1977, was used to choose the sample. 323 teachers were decided. Finally, 450 questionnaire was sent for compensation for damage or failure in providing the responses. Validation and pilot study of the instrument. To verify the validity of the instrument, the advisory committee, which include the university professor, technical and vocational education and a qualified person with a vast experience in the field of computer technology, have been asked to validate the questionnaire. The pilot test was conducted using 40 technical and vocational teachers who were not included in the main study to make it a transparent work. The internal consistency and the reliability was estimated using the Crowback coefficient alpha. The overall reliability was found to be 0.97. Result. Demographic factors. The number of male respondents was higher than the female respondent. Their age range between 27 and 57 years, with the large percentage were between 42 to 49 years. For the years of teaching experience, the highest percentage was below 10 years group, followed by 11 to 18, 19 to 26 years and 27 to 34 years. Approximately 80% of the respondents hold a bachelor degree, 12.2% hold a diploma and 8.2% hold a master degree. Majority of the teachers attended the basic ICT courses and the courses related to the web, multimedia and programming. Courses related to ICT integration in teaching and learning responses were attended by 33 respondents, while 32 respondents did not attend any course of ICT. The respondent ranked the ICT availability as highly adequate. Discussion. Due to shortage of time, I am segregating my task. The findings of the study about teachers of ICT skills were congruent with previous studies. In the study, a vast majority of technical and vocational teachers possessed moderate level of ICT skills. The results were consistent with the published studies. With respect to the research question number 2, as to whether there were significant differences between ICT skills and demographic factors. Conclusion. As ICT is more important tool in education teachers should use ICT very frequently in their teaching. The study also showed that there were significant difference between teachers' ICT skills, gender, age and teaching experience. The relevant authority need to find reasons at why the ICT integration in technical and vocational education is low. These are the references which I have taken help, and thank you for presenting my topic.